lovely souls, my name is Samantha James. Welcome to my channel, welcome back. Today we have a pick a card for you, and it's why are people jealous of you? This is just kind of like a fun reading. I've seen a lot of tarot readers do this topic. I don't think I've ever done it just because I was like afraid to dip into this sort of energy, but you know, I think it's interesting. Fuck it. We're gonna get the tea. So if you guys are interested in this kind of reading, we have 3 piles for you today. Pile number 1 with the smoky quartz. Pile number 2 with the, I know what this is. Like the green and purple stone. You know what I'm talking about. Not aventurine. Not... Okay, let me know if you know what this is. And then pile number 3 with the white aventurine. Now, if you're new to pick a cards, what you're gonna do is pause the video and figure out whichever pile or crystal you're drawn to the most. Go down below in the description box, find your timestamp, and I will see you all at your reading. Hello, group number 1, welcome. If you chose the smoky quartz, this is for you. Okay, so why are people jealous of you? And you will have the option to extend. The extension is going to be, what did people say about you behind your back? So I wonder if they will dip into each other, if they'll be completely separate. We'll see. We're going to get the tea. This is literally a tea time reading, basically, because, you know, it's the tea. And I'm super excited to use this new deck that I got from Alyssa. Thank you so much, Alyssa. You are the best. This is the Disney Villains Tarot deck. Now, I'm not the most well-versed on Disney, but I do know quite a bit of them. I'm so excited to use this deck. But we're gonna start with your tarot, and I'm burning my New Beginnings candle, which smells like lavender and has an amethyst crystal in it. We have like 2 left of these. I just restocked on the Sex Magic carnelian crystal candles, and I also restocked on the rose quartz Attract Love candles, so you can shop those. Link down below. They are the perfect gift for Valentine's Day, and by gift I mean to yourself. Because you should be your own Valentine. I like have a husband, I'm like 9 months pregnant, and I'm like, I'm my own Valentine. But I like just feel like I don't know, I am just so pro Valentine's Day is about like spoiling yourself. Okay, so I'm just enough, Sam, enough. All right, let's get into it. So I'm gonna do your oracle first. We have pleasure. I haven't cracked out these self-care oracles in a while. We have pleasure, family. We have Saturn, Leo. You could be a Leo. You don't have to be. Who is ruled by Saturn again? Why don't I know this? You know who knows all this stuff and is so brilliant is Jess Puckett. I think she's amazing. She like teaches me something every time I join a reading. Capricorn, duh. All about career. Hello, hi. I mean, we're in Capricorn. Actually, we just exited Capricorn season. We departed, I must say. We are now in Aquarius. Okay, anyway. My brain is working slow this morning. So we have Child, Divine, King, and Midas, Miser. We have Surrender, Balance. For your Goddess Oracle, we have Freya, Boldness, and Isis. Ooh. Okay. I kind of laid that out weirdly, but I feel like it works. Don't move. Okay. So, really intense, but like very magical cards. There's definitely a Leo Cancerian energy upon us, like, and I say both because Cancers are very like home and family oriented, but I've known quite a bit of Leos in my life, and they are the same. Like, you do not mess with their friends and family. And I just see that energy. But that's irrelevant because we're talking about why are people jealous of you. Okay, so why are people jealous of you? I mean, first of all, you're bold, you're strong, you're divine. It's like King came out, even though you could be a feminine energy, like King Kylie, you know, when she like went through that phase. Because like, hi. Also, Kylie Jenner being like a Capricorn moon, so hello, hi. But like, you know what I'm saying? There's just like a boldness, a masculinity to you that's not interrupting your femininity. There's a beautiful balance. Like, and we have pleasure here. We have family because there's a beautiful balance. I mean, there's a nurturance to you and a femininity to you, but like, don't fuck with you. So people are jealous of that balance because not many people have learned how to get control of both masculine and feminine energies and those dualities. People, I think, are jealous of your confidence or your self-assurance. Like, they see you as someone who's very self-assured. Like, you don't need other people to affirm your greatness and make you confident. Like, you don't need, let's say, a man or a woman to like complete you. Like, you are chilling by yourself. You very well know what you bring to the table, and people are jealous of that because that is something some people never come around to working on for themselves, let alone like understanding. I think people are also jealous of just your boldness in that you can be very showy with Leo. Like, you could be very extroverted, you're not very shy, you're not insecure. Like, you could give a fuck what people think about you, your outfit. And because of that energy, you're more prone and more inclined to put yourself out there, say what is on your mind or wear what you want to wear. Some people might like look at your outfits and be like, ugh, I love that outfit, but there's just no way I could have fucking worn that. And like, they totally could have, but they're not confident and bold enough to do it, you know, because they care so much. And every minute or second they would be like pulling their skirt down or, you know, just like very insecure. And you're like the opposite of that. I think people, are really jealous of your androgyny. Some of you guys have like a very androgynous look, or it could even be that you can literally go from being a tomboy to like a girly girl within like 2 days. Like, you really like Hunter Schafer from Euphoria, like season 1 versus season 2. I keep making all these Euphoria references, but like, you could just, it doesn't matter. Like, you could be all like sweet and baby pinks one day, and then the next day you're like, you know, very like tomboy. And it's because of, again, that comfortability within your masculine and feminine energy that you can pull that off, and people are really jealous of that. Like, you switch it up on people. I think people are really jealous of the fact that you are not afraid of being alone. Like, I think you guys have a really nice family, or you have like a close-knit sort of family friend circle, and you don't allow anyone into that, and so people are jealous that they don't have access to that side of you. But then amongst that, like, people I think are jealous that you really don't need, like I said, like a lover, like a man or a woman. Like, you could have one. Besides the point though, like, you give yourself pleasure. You're like I feel like sometimes I'll blurt stupid shit out, but it's almost relevant to the pile or the energy I'm like about to pick up on. So I was like, you're your own Valentine. Like, I don't know why I'm saying all that, but like, maybe quite literally you are with pleasure here. Like, people see you like taking yourself out to dinner or on dates, and they're like, oh, who'd you do that with? And you're like, myself. Or you like travel with yourself. Back in the day, I used to travel far and wide with myself. I went to Hawaii multiple times by myself. I went to Dubai by myself. I went to Japan by myself. Like, a bitch is not kidding. Like, I was like not afraid to be alone. And I had so many travel experiences with other people where they just like absolutely ruined my vacation that I was like, fuck this, bro. And I had the time of my life. Like, nobody could tell me, like, I was not on anyone's itinerary. I could stay in the ocean all day if I wanted to. I could stay at a restaurant all day if I wanted to. I could get drunk at a bar. Like, no one could tell me what to do. I love dating and being by myself. So I feel like you guys are very similar. And people find that not only, like, are they, like, jealous of it, but they're fucking intimidated by it. They don't understand it. They do not understand it, because that would make them so uncomfortable not having to, like, be codependent on someone. So you're just, like, not codependent at all. And then, yeah, you'll give yourself pleasure. I mean, fuck it. You're like, ever heard of a vibrator? But yeah, I just feel like you guys are such queens / kings. Like, you define those things. And, you have that beautiful, beautiful balance of that. I think you also, that balance coming out is like balance between your work life and your home life. Like, people see you having that duality and they're just like, how? Like, on one hand, you're like, might be a workaholic. On the other hand, you're like a family person. So it's like, you have a really good way of balancing that out. Or maybe they see you on vacation, but you're also equally working as hard with that Saturn energy. But it's almost like people are really jealous of your success. You could have your own business. You could have your own career set. It could be that any sort of project or anything you touch turns to gold with Midas and Miser here. You just have this very entrepreneurial and creative ability to turn literally anything into gold. And for that, you like work hard, play hard type of energy. And people are like, what the fuck? And then I think on top of it, you're super zen. Like, you're not like one of those archetype workaholics that you see in like the movies that are like super stressed and fucking annoying. You're like really zen and chill, like you surrender to the divine, and there's an element of spirituality to you that people are like very jealous of with child and divine. Like, they just feel like you know something that they don't know. Oh, really? They just feel like you have, like, you got some sort of secret information that they like missed out on, and that bothers them. Bothers people, I should say. So let's look at your tarot cards. And I love that I'm using the Disney villain card tarot deck, because it's like, not that you're the villain, but just like the energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, the person who's jealous of you is kind of like looking at you like the villain, because they're just all jealous. Oh, hi, cutie. Look at the smile. I love that smile. Thank you. Why are people jealous? It's group number 1. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. Sorry, I have to give this like a good shuffle. Why are people jealous of pile number 1, the World? The Emperor. Oh, I love that tiger. Why are people jealous of group number 1? Why are people jealous of group number 1? They're all sticking to each other. And the 2 of Cups. Okay. Honestly, a lot of the people that are jealous are people that were like once in love with you or tried to be involved with you. and like you are like a little heartbreaker, because like seriously you don't need anybody. But then like amongst not needing anyone, I don't think it's just like you find pleasure in rejecting people, but it's like you really know what you want and you're not gonna like settle for less, because you do have like a high value and like high standards of yourself. So it's like people that like you dated that are jealous of you. It could be like the same sex, opposite sex, doesn't matter, but it's like they're the ones who still actively watch you and look at you, and like I'd be so curious to get into that extended and see if they like talk shit about you or like what they say behind your back. Could even be good things, like it doesn't even have to be that they say bad things behind your back. At this point with the energy, I think like a lot of people admire you. Like yes, there's jealousy, but like it comes with a fat admiration. Like okay, I respect it type of thing. But yeah, you've definitely like left people out in the cold, and that's a metaphoric phrase. Like I'm talking friendships, I'm talking relationships, I'm talking people that you just like had to leave behind. Like they were no longer good for you in any sense, and you had to leave them in the past. And so there's like a big energy of just like, okay, I have to move on. Like this is not, I can't deal with this anymore. With the world, again, people see you traveling, and not even just traveling, but like conquering so many different like levels within your life. Like you're just out here like killing it, and you seem to be like ascending at such a higher rate, faster pace than the average person or than people your age. And people see you as someone who's very motivated, who's very focused in on your goals, which is that Saturn Leo energy with the Emperor. But I also feel like the Emperor here represents just the fact that like you take charge of like what you want in life. Like you're not waiting around for handouts, and you're not like codependent on people. There's so many like people I've met through my lifetime like that were like shocked that I didn't need like a man to take care of me. I don't know. And it's interesting to say that out loud because they were like actually shocked, but it's like some people are just raised differently, and like I don't know, I just remember meeting some like women along the lines that were just like, what, how? And I'm just like, what is wrong with you? But I feel like you guys are like on that kind of wavelength. Two of Cups, I definitely feel like you guys, some of you could be dating someone, or you could be in a relationship with someone in sort of the like the beginning, early stages, and like people might even be jealous of that. It's like they know that you don't need someone, but you still got somebody, and it's like you're all of these things, and they're like, you can't have it all. You can't be beautiful and stylish and successful and have the man. So they might see like family here as like you have like a family with somebody. So on top of like your success, it's monumental because you have it all. You guys have the beauty, the bronze, the brains, the family, the man, whatever it is, and people are straight up jealous. They're like, what the fuck? How does she or he have everything? And you're traveling, and you're, you know, all these great things. Secret to all of the success is that you didn't need it, because as soon as you like surrender, that's when everything starts coming towards you, but they don't know that, and you know that. I think you guys have really beautiful features too. You're like aesthetically really gorgeous. Some of you really exotic as well. Some of you could like have tattoos or wear really cool jewelry or piercings. But yeah, I feel like some of y'all have like everything. And like physically, quite literally, people are jealous of the things that you have that are very tangible. And then they can't justify their jealousy without recognizing that it was all earned. So then they get even more mad. It's very interesting. All right, so I'm going to extend this. The extension is going to be, what do they say about you behind your back? that is linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy. I love you, and I will see you in the extended. Hello, group number 2. Welcome. If you chose this crystal, this is for you. So why are people jealous of you? All right, and you will have the option to extend. The extension is going to be, what do people say about you behind your back? Which was really juicy. In group number 1, I got so intense with it. I was like, why am I yelling at you guys? All right, so I'm super excited. I'm using the Villains Disney Villains Tarot deck. And I am burning my New Beginnings candle. Now that the flame has gone down, you can see the blinking glass in action. It's so beautiful. This has amethyst crystal in it, lavender scent. And I just restocked all of my sex magic candles. So if you guys were interested in those for yourself, for Valentine's Day, for a gift, I also restocked the Attract Love candles. So we are restocked. I mean, we still have to restock the Abundance candles. We only have a few left of these New Beginning candles, but for like Valentine's Day type things, we're restocked. Okay. So let me have some tea. Let's get into it. The tea, group number 2. Why are people jealous of you? I have not used this oracle in a while. This is the self-care. We have use your hands. Look to the stars. Intuition. Gemini. Aries. We have Don Juan. Mystic. Femme Fatale. And Lover. You guys got quite a few cards, actually. We have Death. Humor. And Hecate. Oh. Okay. All right, let me see if we're all in frame. Nice. Can actually. So, okay, group number 2. Why are people jealous of you? Okay, well, you definitely are like a mystic, an intuitive. You are a starseed. You have some really cool magic powers. Now, it's not just like you're a person who has good intuition, but you do have good intuition. It's more than that, and that's why people are like full on jealous of it. It's like you have a skill set and you have like natural psychic abilities, and you have an ability to really like read or peer into things. Some of you would use your hands. I always thought that this card should be illustrated as like tarot reader, because like using your hands. So you guys could be tarot readers, astrologers, into magic, you know, all that, into the occult essentially. But it's not like you dabble in it. It's not like you're just like kind of into it. You're like a fan. People like look up to you. Like you have like a special gift, special talents. And you know, some people who really want to strive to be like that are jealous of your natural gifts and talents and inclinations, believe it or not. You know, some people wish they could read cards like you, or some people wish they could receive guidance like you, or some people wish they could manifest like you. You know, whatever it is, there's something very magical, quite literally, about you. And people are jealous of that. They wish they had that power, because it is power that you have. It's power, and it's also connection to the divine that is very revealing. it's like you have a connection to an entity that is unknown to most people. And you are able to peer into that and use that to your advantage. So people wish they had that, you know, like, the best way I can explain this is like you have peace of mind. You have solace because you can connect to your angels, your guides very quickly, very easily. Whereas some people, I think the biggest dilemma in life is that they feel alone, or they feel like at a crossroads and they don't know where to get help or seek guidance. And you've never been in that dilemma because you always feel like you are one with the universe. It's interesting that that could justify jealousy, like why people would be jealous of you, but it's very true. I mean, it's like it's like when you're, how do I explain this? When, let's say there's like a disaster or some sort of chaotic situation. You're involved in it, someone else is involved in it. They're freaking the fuck out, you're totally calm. They're like, why are you calm? And you're like, well, I know everything will be okay. And they're like, okay, but seriously, like, how do you know that? And you're like, I just know. And like, you do know, and you feel it, and you really are calm. You're not just like affirming that you're calm, everything's fine. You literally feel fine. You feel calm. People, that person would be jealous of you because they're like, what the fuck? I wish I had that. I wish I wasn't so paranoid all the time. Does that make sense? So it's like you have this, it's more than intuition. I mean, you just have a very thoroughly activated third eye, crown chakra. You're very connected to the divine. Okay, so among being a mystic and having some sort of skill set that people are jealous of, you're fucking sexy. You're sexy, you're beautiful in a very unique and sexy and exotic way. You have this very erotic, seductive, feminine energy that like draws people in. There's something very mysterious about you, and there's something very like quiet and seductive and unrefined and like just so like people just want to keep asking you questions. Like you don't reveal your cards at all, and they want to keep asking you questions. They want to know more about you. They just don't understand how you could be this like walking goddess or god. I feel like you guys are really sweet people too. You're very like loving. You just kind of cloak people with an energy that feels so healing and feels so loving, and like they're like, what? Because many people might have thought up front that if you were dabbling with the occult, or you were an intuitive or spiritual at some juncture, you're dark, and you're not. And so when they come and counter with you and they are cloaked with this healing, loving vibrational energy that you give them, they're just like addicted. It's like a whiff of like heroin for them, and they want more. So I'm sure you guys have had your encounter fair share with like energetic vampires. And with death, I feel like you're not afraid to like put that to bed or like cut people off, assert your boundaries. I think you're also not afraid to end things so that you naturally realize that there is always a new beginning that follows. But I feel like amongst being super beautiful aesthetically and then beautiful on the inside, you have like a very dry, sarcastic humor and wit, and like you're very witty and like sharp, and you just like throw people off. You throw people for a loop. Group number 2, you guys are awesome. Okay, let me pull some tarot. Why are people jealous? Group number 2. I love these cards. It's not the best card stock. They're all kind of sticking to each other. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords. Why are people jealous? Number 2. See, it's like a whole clump comes out, but I'll just take the first card. Justice. Okay, so I feel like you guys could be readers on YouTube or have a spiritual community on like wherever, Instagram. So you have a lot of people that are jealous of you because it's like it's because like you're super cool, but you have like a large audience with the Ace of Swords. Like you have people like constantly listening to you, watching you, or hearing your advice. And then like on the flip side, you're very beautiful and you have like a lot going for you. So they're kind of like, what? How do you have it all? Like, I think they want to imagine that if you're like this intuitive and have these gifts, you're supposed to be like a weird cat lady that's like super fat and ugly. But you're not. And you might be a cat lady, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? We have the King of Pentacles. You're someone who's also very like in your money, like you're very abundant, very stable in your career too, you know, like you put your career at the forefront and the focus. People see you as someone who's very balanced, has a lot of balanced energy. These are like really great things. So it's like to bring these things out and be like, these are what people are jealous of is really interesting. And the only way I can like justify that is that they just wish that they could master what you have mastered. It's like the only reason why people should be jealous of that. Because honestly, from what I'm seeing from the cards, this is like something people should be proud of. Like your success is like really cool and really earned. We have the Star. And then we have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. So I'm gonna cover my Hecate, sorry. Yeah, so people are definitely putting you on a pedestal and like they're looking at you from afar. And it could be that they're looking up at you because you are like a YouTuber, influencer of a spiritual community. I think you solicit really good advice, really fair, balanced advice, and you lead by example as well. On top of it, you're super professional, super in your money, super in your career. You're just kind of like a distant, like unachievable thing. Some people just really put you up there to the point where they're jealous of you because they just feel like they can't achieve it. And what's interesting is you tell everyone that it's achievable with the Empress. Like there is a quality of like love and healing to you where you're constantly trying to like center yourself in community and like tell people like, you know, this is not, I'm not special. And it's like the more humble you make yourself, the more people are like, ah, you know, you're not like, I'm great. Yes, I'm super talented and special. I'm the chosen one. You're like, no, this is something everyone can achieve. Like, it's like the more that you're human, the more they're just like, ah, they're super jealous of you. But yeah, you guys have a beautiful face. I don't know. It's not like one of those readings, but I guess I'll gas you up for a sec. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fattest of them all? Group number 2. You guys are really beautiful, seriously, inside and out. And I think it's like, goes both ways. Like you radiate this beautiful energy and this aura, and then it just naturally makes your whole look and essence even that much more beautiful. So yeah, but I think you guys are really lovely people. And it's like, people are just like, they wish you were a bitch. They wish it was easy to like archetype you, stereotype you, because it'd be a lot. Like I said, there's this lack of justification for jealousy. Excuse me. If you were a bitch, they'd be like, yeah, you know, I'm not jealous of them. Like, fuck them. They suck. But because you're so angelic and pure and beautiful and sweet and loving and healing and awesome and cool and wise and all that great stuff, it's like you make people jealous of it. It's like if you were a bad person, people wouldn't be as jealous. But they're very jealous because you're a great person with a great head on your shoulders, a great spirit, a great soul. So be it. So mote it be. All right, group number 2. So I'm going to extend this. The extension is going to be, you know, what are they saying about you behind your back? That is linked down below. If you guys wanted to book a private reading with me, it's a very short time, very limited offer. That is linked down below as well. If you wanted to buy my candles, that is also linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you guys hopefully in the extended. Hello, group number 3. Welcome. If you chose the white aventurine, this is for you. We're going to be talking about why are people jealous of you, and you will have the option to extend. The extension is going to be, what do they say about you behind your back? And it's been pretty juicy. I mean, group number 1, I was like straight up yelling. Group number 2 is interesting because like they weren't talking shit. They were like talking behind their back, but like in a very admired, like they admired them way. Anyway, that's linked down below. So I just restocked my Sex Magic Carnelian candle, and I'm very excited about them. These are restocked on the shop. You can also get the cute little mini version if you want. I've restocked the Attract Love Rose Quartz as well. So that is linked down below. And I am burning my New Beginnings Amethyst Lavender candle. It smells really, really good. Almost too good, because you know how lavender like wants to put you to sleep. Okay. I only have a few left of these though. I'm not restocking them just yet, but other ones for sure. So let's get into it. Oh yeah, and if you wanted a private reading with me, send me a little email. Group number 3, why are people jealous? Be still. Spend time with friends. Beauty ritual. Cancer. Sagittarius. You could be a Cancer, have that in your chart. You could be a Sagittarius, have that in your chart. We have Artist. Healer. And Companion. What are you doing? You sneezing? We have Happiness. Friendship. We have Ocean, Forgiveness. And Gaia. Okay. Why are people jealous of you? I'm using the Disney Villains Tarot deck. Very excited about it. Okay. So I feel like I feel like people are jealous of you for very superficial reasons. Like, you're really pretty and beautiful and like a very nice person and like very kind and happy. And I think you're happy in your own life and like you're thriving in whatever you do. And people are like jealous of that. Like people are crazy. Like, you're just like very like happy. Like, you ever come across someone who just looks great and they like, they're beautiful and they seem really happy and really in love? Some of you guys could be like in a relationship. Some of you could be in love with companion. No, I don't want that. Thank you. I feel like some of you guys could be artists or very artistic. Some of you have like tattoos, or you wear flowers in your hair. You're like kind of like hippies, or like, you know, flower children. And I don't know, there's just something very light and airy and beautiful about you. And people are very jealous of that, which is crazy. I mean, chill out. I think you guys have like a great friend group. I think friendship is something that you value. It's really important to you. You guys could be natural healers or have like a beautiful healing energy. But you definitely have a nice connection to nature. So what else? Well, hand it to me. If you want me to throw it, hand it. Don't look at me with those big eyes. Thank you. You gotta let it go. Why are people jealous of group number 3? And it's so crazy because you have such a beautiful, nice spirit. You're like a really nice person. But it's like people will find anything to be just like envious of. It's crazy. We have the Page of Cups. Oh my God. So innocent too. I think you guys just have a lot of love to give. I think you guys also have boundaries with Cancer, maybe even Sagittarius, that like you're not gonna be friends with just anybody. So if people aren't chosen, like they feel very rejected. And this goes for your love life as well. If you don't like spend time with them, they take it really personally. Sorry, these are all very stuck together. Oh, shit. Oh, it's so hard for me to bend down, sorry. We have a Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like you guys take your commitments and you're like prioritize your friends and your family. So if people can't be a part of that, they don't feel special. And they get very jealous. They get jealous of like the people you do spend time with. They get jealous of like you being so selective. It's interesting because like people are jealous and envious, but they're not hating. It's like they really can't find a reason to hate on you because you're such a happy, beautiful person, but they like are jealous that you are a happy, beautiful person. That you're like artistic and healing and like very connected to nature and just so spiritual and like so like still and one with the universe. And then on top of it, like on the outside, you're super aesthetically beautiful. People see you as someone who's very stable. We have the 6 of Swords in reverse and the 2 of Cups. Okay, so some of the people that are jealous of you are like exes or people that did not get... Ew, your breath stinks, Jaxson. I don't know. Can you not... They didn't get their time with you, or like you're in a relationship and they're jealous of your relationship. They're jealous that you've chosen someone else to be with, and like they might even be kind of focusing in on that person that you're with. Like they're jealous of who they are and what that they have you and things like that. But you definitely look like you're in a commitment of some sort, and that it's a long lasting commitment and there's longevity to it, and you've like taken it very seriously. I think a lot of people that are jealous of you quite literally could be from the opposite sex, or they're just people that are jealous. You have a lot of love offers. You have a lot of people that fall in love with you very easily. This could be even like old friends where like they had a crush on someone and their crush, you know, liked you instead. And like you probably didn't want anything to do with it. You were not trying to like tangle yourself in the crosshairs of that. But because you handled it with so much poise and like because you're such a sweet person, it's like the nicer and better you are as a person, the more annoying it is to people. Okay, enough, Jaxson. I think people just like are kind of jealous of your, you know, you have like love, you have stability, you have great friendships, you're beautiful. Like very superficial things, but like you have all these things and it comes from a very pure place. And it's like, it's not like you're like a dirty person and there's nothing to be jealous of because like how you got these things, you did it like not the right way. It's like you just kind of were given them because you're deserving of them, and people see you as very blessed and abundant, and like that makes them really jealous. Honestly, you might even be like in a relationship and people still like have crushes on you or want to take you out, and like people are like, they're unavailable, like why do you want them? Come here. You okay? So you okay? I love you. He just hit his head on my foot. Are you okay? I love you. It's okay. So, yeah, I just feel like you have a lot of love to give, and like you're a very like sweet person. But people are just like very jealous of that. Right, Jaxson? People are jealous of that. All right, group number 3. So I'm going to extend this. In the extension, we're going to talk about what people say behind your back. That's linked down below. In the meantime, if you wanted a private reading, that's also linked down below. And I will see you guys in the extended.